Hi, this is Rock. We're going to look at rounding, specifically with the functions for round, round up, and round down. So in some situations you want to just round, which the round function, if it reaches 0.5, then it rounds it up. If it doesn't reach 0.5, it rounds it down. In some cases you want to round anything that is above the absolute integer. You want to round up, and in some cases anything below until it reaches that integer you want to round down. So let's do this. We've got round, round up, round down. Let's start with round. When you want to round, let's say you've got a particular cost. So you've got something that costs you $10,000 and you are going to share it with X number of people. So let's say it costs $10,000 to rent a venue, and you're going to charge the people who are there by the number of people that go. Let's say there's 46 people. Then you're going to have $10,000 divided by 46 people. This already rounded it in terms of its being the accounting number format, which rounds to the closest cent. But let's take that formatting off for a second, or assume that we've got a number that has more decimal places. Because in actuality, that is what you have. You have more decimal places. Are you going to charge them 217.39130? No, you're not going to charge them that. You're going to round up to the nearest cents. Or you might just decide to round up to the nearest dollar. So let's look at both of those. If you do round and then the number of digits, if you want to do it down to the cents, you can say 2 digits. Let me remove the formatting first. Make it general, and then I will hit enter here, and it rounded it to 2 digits. Let me say they're going to be paying in dimes, so I want to have only 1 digit, and then I can tell them how many dimes they need to give me. If I want to charge them in whole dollars, I can do that and have 0 in the round. But you do want to go up when it's above the halfway point and down when it's below that halfway point. If more people are coming and we changed it to 53, then that is 189. If we had 2 digits on there, we were charging to the cent, it would be that. Now, if we actually took 188.68 and multiplied it by 53, we're actually going to be gathering 4 cents more than what the venue cost. But that's what you call a rounding error. So that's round. Let's go to round up. Round up will take anything that is just over and round it up to the next one. Let's say you're planning a trip where you've got these vans, and each van can hold 15 people. And you're trying to figure out how many vans you need, and you find out that there's going to be 148 people. In this case, you would need this divided by this, 9.866 vans, but you can't get a 0.866 van, right? So you need to round up, because anytime you have more than a multiple of 15, you're going to need an extra van. So we're going to say round up, and the number of digits is going to be 0. So you need 10 vans for that. If you got just 3 more people, which would be 151, you need 11 vans. That is what round up does. Let's do round down. We did an earlier example with looking at birthdays. That's an easy reason why you might round down. Another is to say, in what year are you going to finish? Let's say you've got a project that has a certain number of months, and let's say this is 123 month project. Well, if you're starting in 2026, the question is, what year will you finish? In this case, you'd say equals 2026 plus 123 divided by 12. So that's 2036.25. In this case, you'd want to round down and have 0 digits to say, in what year are you going to finish this project? It's going to finish in the year 2036. If you could save just a few more months off of that, let's say you were able to bring it in 118 months, then suddenly you can say this project will be delivered in 2035. A few more months there gets you under that bar, and you can round down, and it sounds like you're finishing sooner. That's round, round up, and round down. Next, we'll be looking at rand between, which you've already seen, but we'll take a good look at it. See you then.